Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is D-Free, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball discussion video in which today we're going to be discussing Tagoma and whether or not Tagoma's character was worthwhile or whether he was wasted. You know, he had a lot of wasted potential from my perspective, my opinion. And joining me in today's video is a man that needs no introduction. Go ahead and say what's up, bro.
Hey YouTubers, it's Mark from Real to Real. It's really good to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God, no problem, bro. I thought you were gonna be like, hey guys, it's Mike from Laughing Stock.
Oh man,
It almost sounded like you were gonna do that. I was like, oh damn, one of these days I'm gonna do that on my videos. But it's just kind of weird because like I don't know what I'm gonna say from like I'll be like, hey guys, it's D-Free from d-freedbzhd. It doesn't work. But no, we're going to talk about Tagoma and whether or not, you know, his character was handled correctly in Dragon Ball Super, or if there was changes that should have been made, or if he should have even, you know, got that power up, became significant for, became an important character. We'll just say that for the time that he did and whatnot. So from my perspective, I think that, you know, I don't really mind the Tagoma thing, but at the end of the day, it seemed like a bit of a waste of time because, you know, you bring in this guy, you know, he's really timid. He's just like, you know, he's questioning everything that they're doing when it comes to bringing back Frieza. And he's like, well, I've seen him once. He didn't really seem that impressive. And then, you know, Frieza gets revived. They take him off on he takes Tagoma with him on a trip to go train for months. He uses Tagoma essentially as a punching bag. He tortures him day in and day out. Frieza was savage. I mean, he was just like, yo, so this is what we're doing today. Go ahead and go back to the chamber. Tomorrow we're doing this shit all over again. So Tagoma had a tough ass life, yo. So from there, what happens is, you know, they all come to Earth, of course, and Tagoma, at some point after Shisami enters the fight, he takes out Shisami. He was like, oh, I saw an opportunity to get the other guy, so I just shot them both down. I was like, okay, savage thing number one. Okay. And then, you know, he's looking at Sorbet like he gave him the stink face. And I was like, oh my God, savage thing number two, because he's mugging him hella hard. And then it's like, okay, he's gonna start to fight, and you know they can't damage him because he's got this impregnable defense, and you know they're just like, okay, well he became a cool little character that they brought in, and then it goes downhill. We get Ginyu's introduction back. Ginyu takes his body, effectively ruining everything that happened with Tagoma's character. It ruins it all because that wasn't Ginyu. He just took his body, and now Tagoma's no longer important to the story. And you know, Ginyu comes in, he's doing his regular Ginyu stuff, and from there, he ultimately doesn't do shit. He fights for a moment, and then Frieza's like, yo, I'll just fight. Okay. And, you know, when they come in, when Vegeta and Goku come, he gets, you know, blasted to oblivion in one shot. So, like, what really did having Tagoma in the series accomplish? That's the topic of our video. And like I said, I don't really know that it accomplished anything. I think that it was more or less a waste of time, to be honest, because you spent this time introducing a new character and, more importantly, bringing new aspects into the Resurrection F arc, but then you immediately kicked him to the wayside. And he was done. He's nothing. He's a frog right now. But the thing is, what makes it so cold is he's a frog. But Ginyu, if for whatever reason they wanted to switch back, Ginyu's dead. He's permanently a frog. That's what makes him so cold. He's permanently a frog. So what really was the actual point in bringing him in? So that's just my perspective, man. Go ahead and drop some of your thoughts.
Oh no, I completely agree with you, and we made a video about this on my channel. Not to plug it, but I feel like Tagoma. You're right. Tagoma is just a complete waste of time. This entire Fukatsu no F arc has been nothing but like, oh, you want it in the movies? Okay, we'll give it to you, and then nothing comes of it. It's like bringing in Goten and Trunks or Gotenks for any degree. It's like they show up, they leave. They don't even fight. Why didn't they fight? They're strong. They're stronger at that point than most of the people. They're stronger than at least Ten Shinhan, Master Roshi, Krillin, and all that point. But they just let the others fight. That makes no sense. Tagoma makes no sense to me. And to me, it actually really pisses me off that they would even go as far as to reintroduce Ginyu to the fold when nothing else really needs to be done. Like, they could have just had Tagoma lay waste to the Z fighters, if you will, until Goku and Vegeta get there, with Frieza not really doing anything. But they couldn't have that. the, the one thing, and we were saying this before, they, like you said before, he gets kind of one-shotted by Gotenks, and granted, he got hit in the balls. And I was telling you before this, it's kind of a little trope in Dragon Ball Z that if you're fighting someone and you just punch them in the face and there's absolutely no reaction, then you're screwed. And
The
lo and
moment he
behold,
knew
like,
he fucked up.
yeah, the moment he knew he fucked up, type of thing. And the thing about that is, I'm really glad they didn't do that with the Tagoma, because if Gotenks comes in and like nails him in the, like, headbutts him in the dick, and like he doesn't react, then we all know we're fucked. Like, Frieza better hightail it fucking out of there and everything. Like, the thing is, at that point, he gets changed by Ginyu. Ginyu shows up for like no reason whatsoever other than to be like, "Hey Frieza, I'm Ginyu," and Frieza's like, "Oh, that's kind of new. I didn't expect that. Who else expected this? This is cool." But I made a video, and I've definitely talked about this in the past, that I think as soon as Ginyu took Tagoma's body, Frieza should have killed him right there and then. But would that have made Tagoma worthwhile? Absolutely not. One of my only thoughts processes in all of this, and you can tell me your views at this after I'm done, is Dragon Ball Super has been nothing but a walk down memory lane. And I'm about to go on this. Everything that we've seen in Dragon Ball Super, we've seen before, and we keep seeing again, and it looks like it's going to be like this from the Battle of Gods arc, Fukatsu no F, and the Universe 6 tournament, where as Super comes in, like, the first time we see Goku, he's like daydreaming about fighting Majin Buu, like, oh, weren't the good old days great? And Frieza and Cell, and then what happens is two mysterious beings come from far off in the distant galaxy to attack Earth, kind of like the Saiyans, right? And then Goku goes and trains on King Kai's planet while they're attacking Earth, kind of like the Saiyans, right? And then after all that's done, Goku and Vegeta go train with Whis, who trains suspiciously like Master Roshi, where it's like it's just daily chores that make them much stronger, along with some weight training and some weird shit. Like, that's kind of like Master Roshi. You have Piccolo sacrificing himself for Gohan, kind of like what he did with Nappa. You have reintroducing Frieza and Ginyu, kind of like the Ginyu Force, and then kind of like the Ginyu Force and all that stuff. The Frieza Force comes back, and like Terror of the Universe, everything. And you have the Pilaf gang, who's there for no fucking reason at all, other than just to be like a nostalgia-based character, funny gag situation type of thing. And this is the thing, is all Super has been this point, all it will be, in my opinion, going forward. They're not building to anything other than just saying, hey, wasn't Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z fun? Let's relive those moments, and like these new moments where we take the characters that we love and put them into similar situations that you all remember from your childhood, like 30 years or so back. So that's all I have to say. And that's why Tagoma sucks as a character. He was never going to mean anything.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, you touched on some really good points there, because Dragon Ball Super is just very, very nostalgic, and it's weird because it's not only that it's not original content because it's stuff we've already seen for the most part at this point, but it's so similar to stuff we've seen, in previous material, not just the movies but the actual series. Like you just pointed out some really good points there. And getting onto the Tagoma topic, like it's kind of weird because when you look at him and you look at Frieza from the movie, because we know how this turns out, they were pretty much set up to fail. Like, they really were, because Tagoma, honestly, no matter how savage he was, because I mean, the guy because it was just crazy seeing his progression going from being so timid to being savage as hell. But like, no matter how savage he was, at the end of the day, he wasn't going to survive that battle. And the same thing goes for Frieza. No matter how freaking great a villain he is, he's not going to win this fight. He's just not. You can say that unequivocally without even seeing the movie. Like, he is just not going to win because he's set up for failure, and that's the thing. And I don't know if that's more or less bad storytelling as far as Dragon Ball goes, or Dragon Ball Super goes, to be specific. But with Tagoma, it just seemed like it was just a big slap to the face, because you spend time introducing him and everybody was like, I even said, hey, it's great they're bringing in new stuff, but You know, he just kind of just got eliminated. And it wasn't like a, you know, progressive elimination. It was like, boom, you're gone. Bye. Like, seriously, that's what it was. And it was like, you're gone. Okay, cool. So last 2 or 3 episodes.
I kind of have to just jump in here and say, you know, you're right. He just got blown away by Vegeta. He's gone. Spoilers, by the way. He gets blown away by Vegeta. He's gone. And, you know, never going to be heard from again. But you know, the interesting thing about that, and kind of like I've said before, it is kind of a punch to the dick, because what it is it's Dragon Ball Super's way of going all the way back. Like I've said before in this video, going all the way back to Dragon Ball Z, and oh man, wasn't that nostalgic? Is they're gonna give Vegeta the kill to the second in command, right? But they went as far as to give the second in command position only briefly to Ginyu, a character that we knew from Dragon Ball Z and that we had emotional weight to. Like, we don't have any emotional weight to Tagoma, but Ginyu we certainly have some emotional comedic weight to, and the fact that like they kind of introduced like, oh, Ginyu's been kind of like shadowing Vegeta's family and like really hating on him all these years. Like he just hates Vegeta so much that they're trying to give it like this satisfying conclusion. It's like, you know, sorry Vegeta, sorry man, you're not gonna get the kill, but hey, you got to kill Ginyu, and that feels good, right? Like, remember all that
got
shit
to
on
kill
there?
the whole Ginyu force, bro.
He got to he got to kill the whole Ginyu force, and you know, hey fans, isn't that okay? Like, Vegeta's not gonna get the kill, but he got to kill the whole Ginyu force, and isn't that's cool? And everyone's just sitting there going, no, that's not cool. That's not even good storytelling. That's just like, it's just really shitty. Like we're past this. Vegeta's now on par with Goku. Why is he still playing second fiddle?
Exactly. I don't know. It's just kind of all over the place with the Tagoma stuff, man. I said my piece. It's just I don't even know where to go with it, because it's like Tagoma, cool, great, boom, gone, cool, great. What was the point? Cool. Like, seriously, that's my whole concept on him. I thought he was a cool little, you know, introduction, but I think I'm more or less pissed off with how he was done in. Like, you could have that was some bullshit how Ginyu rode in the freaking ground. That had never been established or anything before. And that was just a complete ass pull. Like, he just, change now. Wait, what? I can read that and I can initiate it myself by reading it? Change now. What? Oh, okay, boom. Okay. See you, Tagoma.
Just last note on that, you would have imagined if he knew he could do that, he would have done that
at some point already. Yeah, exactly. He would have been on that Frog's body so long ago. And that's what makes, you know, shit with Dragon Ball Super have freaking inconsistencies, because that doesn't make any sense. He would have been out that body years ago. But
I think we're done here.
I was going to say, yeah, we've been going for a while. But Mark, thanks for joining me once again on another fantastic discussion video. You guys be sure to check out his channel. It'll be linked in the description. Was there any other closing words you wanted to say, bro?
No, just thanks for having me. It was a fun video.
Yeah, definitely. But that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.